It's a new year, it's a new day. Now, how am I gonna make this 2026 a better year than last year? I'm not complaining about last year. Last year was great. I got to take the whole year off and enjoy it with my family, but I didn't reach a lot of the goals that I wanted. I didn't progress as much as I wanted. I was doing this, a lot of things that I always wanted to do. But for 2026, I want to focus more on my health, my dream profession, and doing the things on my to-do list. And so I have a tradition of every year I have a to-do list. And right here it is. And on this to-do list, I have no limits. I put everything that crosses my mind. And every month, I have a checklist. And I am going to share with you 10 things that I do to keep myself on track. Because it's very easy to want to be a multitasker and try this thing out, try that thing out. And then we start feeling anxious and we don't see the progress, and it can get pretty frustrating. But here are some tips that I use to keep me on track and get me back focused and continuing on my ambitions and living the life that I want to live, which is working on the things that I enjoy, spending time with people I enjoy, and exploring the world, exploring new places, new activities. And of course, my priority is, my spiritual health, my mind, body, and soul health. And everything is included in this, and it's not too complicated. But go to the long form video and I will explain the 10 things that I do that you can start doing today. They're pretty simple. And you will see that if you do these things every day, you're gonna see the results in 6 months or sooner, depending what it is and how focused you are. So subscribe and go to join me today, and let's start. If you're sticking around, let's start right now. Let me pull out my checklist. Now, some of these things you may think they're silly, but they work. All right, just give it a try. So first of all, I already made a video. It's called The Map of My Life. So go and watch that one and then make your map, and I define who you are. And I have a video on that on Nice to Meet Me Again. And that's where you're gonna decide who you want to be, how you want to be, what kind of life you want to have. And you're supposed to read it every day to remind yourself. So I have it. We read it every day in the morning. And then I have my to-do list. So I started this one in December, so I already have a head start. And for example, I have here everything I want to do. I wanted to go to the San Diego Zoo. I went there. So once I went there, I highlight it. And it's pretty fun highlighting your things that you accomplish. I wanted a new bedroom set. I got that. And just put it on there, and you don't know how you're gonna get it, but you will get it. So I have it in 3 categories. I have the things that I plan to do for the month. So I have here December, and then I have it for the whole year of projects that I want to complete. And then here on the other side, I have a column of gifts, entertainment, fun things to do, or luxuries that I want. For example, a certain concert, a place that I want to visit, things like that. And I have this list out and about, so if somebody happens to see it, oh, what kind of gift can I get Paula? So I have a column for gifts. And I just lay it around so someone can see it. So that's my second tip. The third thing that I want to do I think about things that I want to learn, things that I want to study. And so I already selected a few of the books that I want to read. I plan to read one book a week. And right now I'm reading The Friendship Factor. So I read that every day for 30 minutes. And I make notes and I will share what I learn, what I read. I will share it with you on my videos. And also I try to apply it into my life. And fourth, I am going to be more selective on what I purchase. It's either going to be an investment or for the improvement of my life. Nothing, no gadgets or house decor that's not necessary, unless it's for the improvement of my life. For example, if I purchase jewelry, I am going to make sure that it's jewelry that is going to raise in value, something that I can leave behind to my daughter or my nieces. And also other purchases would be, well, like just anything that grows in value. And so looking back in retrospect, sometimes we do go out and do shopping for things that are later going to be put in the garage. So if you're going to be thinking that it's going to be donated in the future or put in the garage, don't buy it. Because I have this thing of buying fabrics that I like in the moment, but then if I'm never going to use it, then I'm not going to buy it. So my thing this year is only purchase things that are going to increase the value of my life. And number 6. Oh, I'm on number 5. I have a checklist of good habits that I want to form. And I've been doing this for years. And it's very helpful because days can pass. And you can miss a lot of things. Like on my checklist, I do one every month. And on here, I put everything that I have to do for the day. And it's basically like go to the gym, read certain exercises, journaling, hair oil, facials, my YouTube videos, my fashion, all these things that I have to do that are beneficial for my mind, body, and soul. Some things I only do once a week, a lot of things are daily, and they're gonna become habits. And once it becomes a habit, I can take it off the list and add something new or dedicate more time to something else that's important. Because like, for example, here I have, say, go to the gym. And if I haven't had a check mark in 3 days, it's like I'm lagging. I have to go to the gym because you think you just went yesterday, but already 3 days passed. So it's very important to have your checklist. So I have the things I do daily, weekly, and then I have here my schedule, the times that I'm going to do it. And that makes it a lot easier as to what to do every day. Instead of like thinking, oh, I don't know where to start. That happens to me a lot. And I have reminders. I have reminders of where I'm going and who I am. For example, I have my work of art back here. The animal that I relate with is the Taurus, the bull. And that animal for me represents persistence. No matter how painful the situation or difficult, it keeps charging forward like in a bullfight. So that is me. I am willing to take the risk. I am willing to sacrifice money. I am willing to sacrifice time, which is my life, to my ambitions. And every day I see that bull up on the wall and I remember, get to work, do a little bit every day and persist and be consistent. And another reminder that I have is here is this, it's called a jasper. So it's a stone, natural stone And for me, I see a mountain with the sunset in the back, the sun, and this is property, and this is the road going up the mountain. And this represents the house on the mountain that I want, that I'm working on. And this is my constant reminder of where I'm going and what I'm working for. And so that's why I have it on me every day. Well, not every day, but those are my reminders. And I decorate my house with things that I like, that are my crystals. You know, you can't just be plain vanilla person. You gotta wear your colors. My favorite color is red. So that's part of remembering who you are. Don't just go with the flow. Don't just go with the trends. And then I have, so that I already went through my necklace, which represents my project that I'm working on. I have my Taurus on the wall, which represents my personality, my persistence. And then number 8, anything that I have that reminds me of the past, whether that memory is good or bad, I take it out of my closet. I take it out of my house. And yes, I also take the ones that bring good memories, because I like to build new memories. I want to be present. I have new family members, my grandkids, I have new friends. And so it's nice to build new memories and just get out of the old memories. And it's kind of like cleaning out your closet for new clothes. It's the same thing with our memory. And number 9, I have cleaned my area for make room for new. So that does not just include my wardrobe, it also includes the whole house. So my tradition every New Year's Eve, right before, even the whole week before New Year's Eve, I work on my surroundings. I clear out as much as I can of everything that is expired, torn, old, stained. And I go to the extreme of even wiping down the walls. And that makes me like refreshed, motivated for a new start, new beginnings, renewed energy. And then the last one that I do is I have a portrait of myself, of what I consider is the best version of me. And so I have this portrait of me, and I just really love that picture, and it reminds me of how I look in good health. Now, it's not vanity, no, it's a reminder of myself, of how I look in good health, and to never quit on myself, to never quit on my eating habits, and to just continue to be disciplined. And the reason that I'm doing this is because I want to be around forever, which is the whole point of my book, Join Me Today. I want my grandkids to grow up with a grandmother. I want to see my son and my daughter and my nieces and my nephews. I want to be that 90-year-old Tia that's still a pleasure to be around with. And so remember to get the book, Join Me Today, and continue to watch the videos, because everything that I share with you has worked for me and continues to work for me, and I hope it works for you too. So please subscribe, and let's join this journey of life and love.